Good Memorial Day Monday, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Jesse Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Monday. Now, looking at the radar right now, if we go all the way from Rock Hill down towards Beaufort, Charleston, Myrtle Beach, Florence, Lancaster, Rock Hill, all these places looking pretty good. We did have some showers and some storms over here inside of the Conway, Myrtle Beach region. Has now moved out to North Carolina, but obviously we're not done as we have this huge just line of rain moving through to pretty much the upstate of South Carolina as well. We have also some storms down here near McCormick as well as Edgefield, South Carolina as well. Um, Now this is just the first round. This is actually not even the round that we're worried about severe weather with. It's actually going to be the next round after. But let's go ahead and talk about what's going on inside the entire United States first before we go on ahead and get over to all that. So here's the winter weather radar. You can see that we do have some rain up here inside of Minnesota, Iowa as well as up here inside the northeastern United States as well. We also do have some rain inside of North Carolina and South Carolina, obviously, and some rain down here inside of Alabama as well as up here inside the northeastern U.S. We already talked about that. And then up here inside the Great Lakes region, we also do have some rain up there as well. Look at the West. The West is doing absolutely fantastic right now. Not a worry for them at all. Most of this rain is now over near us. Down here in Texas, we do have some heat advisories as well. And also, I forgot to say, we also do have a severe thunderstorm watch for western South Carolina and central Georgia as well. But places like Marfa, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, just to the south of Dallas, could be expected heat index values up to 115 degrees today. Even New Orleans and Baton Rouge and Alexandria is under a heat advisory, and that's for heat index values of up to 108 degrees. So it's going to be very hot for the Gulf Coast and Texas today. Let's go ahead and talk about our cloud cover. So if you go ahead and look at it, most of the state is covered by clouds right now. There are some areas that aren't, that are kind of just have a bits and pieces of some light clouds instead of some heavy clouds, but mostly everyone right now is covered by heavy clouds. Here is our cloud cover for the future. We go ahead and push this forward. You can see that once we get to around 4 to 5 to maybe even 6 hours out from now, you'll start to see that cloud cover will start to try and push off, but we're going to have more cloud cover build right behind it, and that's what's going to do it for the severe weather. That severe weather spawning right behind it, it will still cover everyone with the same cloud cover as well. So it's going to be a really cloudy day today. So you're going to have to, not really too much sunshine today. 80 inside of Columbia, 86 in Charleston, 82 in Savannah, 82 in Myrtle Beach, 73 in Greenville, 73 in Anderson, 79 in Rock Hill, and 79 in Augusta. Here's our high temperatures for today. Even though it is cloudy, that hot a temperature will still be pretty, not as hot as it has been, but still pretty hot. Around 90 in Columbia, 86 in Charleston, 88 Hilton Head, 85 Myrtle Beach, 92 in Florence, 86 in Rock Hill, 84 Greenville and Spartanburg and Anderson, 88 in Aiken. Peak sustained winds today. The reason why they're so high is because that cold front will be passing us, and when that cold front passes through, we'll bring some gusty winds with them. These are without storms, by the way. These are wind gusts without any types of storms or anything like that. So you can already see sustained winds of already up to around 15 to maybe even 25 miles per hour could be possible throughout the state today. So you're gonna have to watch out for some, probably for some gusty wind going through today for when the cold front passes. There we go. Don't know why that took so long, but when the cold front passes as well. Here's our wind gust. Wind gust today of up to 20 to 35 miles per hour today. So while that cold front is passing us, it will bring some gusts of up to 20 to 35 miles an hour. So you might hear a couple of wind gusts inside your house if the winds get strong enough. That's a big if, though. Forecast precipitation for the next 24 hours: half an inch in Charleston, half an inch to maybe even an inch in Walterboro, Centerville, Moncks Corner, half an inch to an inch in Hilton Head, same thing with Barton Well. Greenwood around a quarter of an inch to a half an inch. Spartanburg, a tenth of an inch. Greenville, a quarter. Same thing with Rock Hill and Cheraw and Dillon. Half an inch in Myrtle Beach. Maybe a half an inch to an inch in a quarter of an inch to a half an inch in like Conway, Loris as well, and Florence. Here is our SPC outlook for today. Most of the state is under a slight risk of a severe weather. Part of the state is inside of a marginal that's just above that slight risk, and then we have a TSTM for some places that might not get any severe weather at all, and that's kind of like near like the mountainous regions. But actually, the tornado threat did get upgraded, and as you can see, we are now most of us is now under a 2% risk of tornadoes, so we're gonna have to watch out for some tornadoes potentially today, isolated in nature. And we also do have a 15% chance of damaging hail and a 15% chance of damaging wind. So we all have to watch out for some severe weather today, unless you're in that northwestern tip up there. In that green, if you're in the yellow, 15%. If you're in the green, 5%. So that's pretty much that in terms of severe weather. And then in terms of excessive rainfall, again, not much. Just a marginal risk that covers the western portions of South Carolina and goes down to the Charleston metro region as well. And that's all that I have. So that marginal risk again is like a 5%. Is a 5%. And that's all that I have. So it's going to be a pretty stormy day today. It's definitely going to be a bit more of a kind of a, I'm not going to say it's going to be like short-lived, but it's not going to be there for long. A storm should not last too long, but if you go ahead and push it forward, you can see 11 a.m. heavy downpours move into like the Greenvilles, Gaffney, Union, Rock Hill region, and that moves out the way. And look at this, we clear right back up. No storms, no nothing is in the way. We're all good. Maybe some cloud cover, but we're really just watching for just some cloudy conditions around 2 o'clock. But as we continue through, you can start to see the isolated showers start to push into Chester, Camden, as well as some storms pushing into Augusta and Anderson. And look at this. We do have some storms pushing into the Orangeburg region, Loris regions as well. This could produce some hail, damaging winds. And you're going to have to watch out for these isolated supercells right here. This is what we're going to be watching for our potential hail and maybe isolated tornado makers as well. So that would be around 6 o'clock or so. And then the damaging wind threat really gets enhanced by 8 o'clock. And start to see a lot of people get some rain and some storms near the coast. So I would not be surprised one bit if we were put under a severe thunderstorm watch today. Just because it's a 15% risk. I know usually if it's a 15% risk, we usually get put under a severe thunderstorm watch. So we'll see what happens. But for sure, definitely going to be some bad storms here, though, near just the south of Augusta, inside of Georgia, as well. So watch out for these storms today. These are really going to hit really inside of the evening time, 6 to maybe, I say 12 o'clock, maybe even 1 a.m. So you're going to have to watch out for those storms. But have fun around like 2, 3 o'clock. Those are going to be the best times of the day, for sure. Because there's nothing going to be happening really at 2, 3 o'clock. Just some cloudy conditions. But that's pretty much it. So everyone have a fantastic Memorial Day. And I'll be back tonight, 9 o'clock, which is in like 9 hours and 30 minutes for another forecast update.